back down to the start for a heat of the Prince Albert Challenge Cup. Durham University B on the Berkshire station and University of Surrey on the Buckinghamshire station. And here on your right hand side, University of Surrey really seem to be attacking the start.
Strong start from both crews, and yes, creeping up in the Surrey crew. We've seen some good building results across Surrey University over the recent years at all the national regattas, so good to see that crew leading out the way here and putting some pressure immediately on Durham University B crew.
Yeah, and the University of Surrey crew has a bit of pedigree this summer. They came 5th at the Met, 3rd at Marlow, and they got a silver medal at Bucks in the intermediate.
Yeah, they've had a great summer, haven't they? Coming away 5th in the championship, 4 at Marlow, something they were really excited about. So I think they've come in with lots of confidence there. They said it's been a pretty tough month for the crew because certain members have had to isolate at various points. They can't wait to get stuck into racing, and here we see them getting really stuck in.
They really are. And here again, you can see the marshal on the left-hand side, flag down, time taken. And at the moment, Surrey University are leading Durham University B. So this is the second crew that Durham have had in this event. They raced against the University of London earlier, their A crew, and here their B crew now against Surrey University.
And the bowman at Durham, Basil Getchy, he said this is it. He's competing at his first Henley Royal Regatta. Really excited about that. He actually learnt to row at Melbourne Grammar School, Australia, who we've seen, haven't we, at the regatta several times. And he rowed in the second day at St Paul's School. So he's got lots of experience he's bringing into that crew, but not enough experience and not enough at the moment to challenge the University of Surrey crew.
And a real mixture of sizes there in the University of Surrey crew. We've got a couple of guys over 1 meter 92, 6'3", and a few guys just under, and a mixture of lightweights and heavyweights in the crew. Even the Cox 4, some lightweights there doing a good job.
Really good. I like that Surrey crew. They're smooth, aren't they? They're not wasting any extra energy. It's very efficient. Not the biggest crew throughout, so not as much power as some of the crews, so they are making sure they're working together. You can see the timing off the back. A little bit of a rock with the Henley popple. The water is so bouncy, but it's pretty stable in there.
So what is the impact then, if you look at the two crews there, when the bodies are moving a lot more in the Durham crew, seems, compared to the Surrey crew?
So the bodies are moving up and down in the Surrey crew, as we've got that sideways kind of movement that's coming in, the sort of rocking and rolling in the Durham crew, and that just detracts from boat speed. It's not, the direction of the boat is forwards or backwards, if you like. You don't want it to be going sideways. There's no extra points for any travelling that happens sideways. It just rocks the balance, feels less stable, and of course you're not efficiently putting power into moving the boat direction.
And interesting here on the Surrey crew on the left hand, the bottom of the boat, the stroke man, you can see he's got a little computer there, so he can measure what? Yeah,
so he'll mainly be looking at stroke rate. He may have speeds on that as well, but he'll want to know how many strokes per minute, what the rate is. So for every minute they'll know what rate they want to be at. He'll see if it drops at all. And it just means that he can keep an eye on that. At stroke, you're sort of setting the pace, if you like, you're setting that rhythm, and you'll get an early indication if you felt it drop off. Equally, if you're in this position and you're a long way ahead, then you will consciously want to bring the rate down, keep the speed, bring the rate down, so you lengthen out the strokes, keep the power, but take more of a breath, more of a recovery in between each one. Looking really strong there. Lovely overhead shot. Really great there. And they're really tidy blade work. There's not much wasted energy. And then really the boat is travelling a long way between strokes. Very dominant performance, and there you can see that the confidence they brought from Bucks, from Championship Cox's Falls at Marlow, is going to fuel their confidence even more after this row. Looking very strong. And this Durham University crew, they've been in the second and third eights racing all season, and I guess they've just decided to do the Cox 4 now down here at Henley. I think they'll just feel so joyful to be part of this regatta. I mean, everybody on the bank is delighted to be supporting, and all the athletes. There's a great kind of support within the boat park. You were talking about that earlier, Adrian, weren't you? We don't have as much opportunity for family members and things to be there, but actually I think the athletes step up, like we saw in Tokyo. The athletes make it special. They create the atmosphere. 100%. And it's so good that the regatta was brave enough to put this on at the end of the summer. A lot of people have made a decision to carry on training for an extra 4 or 5 weeks beyond the normal season. And the atmosphere in the boating area, the athletes are so looking forward to this. Yeah, I mean, the Committee of Management for Henley World Regatta have put in unbelievable efforts through the last few months of creating all sorts of different scenarios to if there is any way to hold a regatta, then we wanted to hold a regatta.
And I think that's the feeling, wasn't it, that for the sake of the rowing community, this had to go ahead, and I think people really appreciated that. So good to have racing here, and here we see Durham University's B crew on the Berkshire station in the heat of the Prince Albert Challenge Cup. And there's a great view, 3/4 mile post, 3:39 timing marker.
It's pretty busy on the bank for a Wednesday. I thought people might be reluctant to come, but I think the lovely weather, the fact that we're outdoors, you know, the joy of seeing others from the rowing community or just the local community means we've got a brilliant first day, brilliant support on the banks for these crews.
Yeah, and here you can have a look, see the crew, the umpire standing there in Argonaut, one of the slipper launchers following along. And Surrey University really doing a great job here in this heat of the Prince Albert Challenge Cup. Just under a minute to go. Really in a good, comfortable position there, making the same sort of idea as that Thames 8. They really are patient as well, aren't they, finishing?
Yeah, it looks really good. Natasha Hunt's doing a great job. She's 19 years old, and it's her first year in the sport, her first time racing at Henley. I mean, what an experience to have in your first year of rowing. At the same time, she's completed her first year of a BA Honours Musical Theatre at Guildford School of Acting, part of the University of Surrey.
You see both crews here coming down to the line. Surrey University comfortably crossing the line here. There's a win there for University of Surrey. See the excitement of the guys. And here Durham racing to the line, finish this race off properly.